So we have a few things that have now been updated on Twitter surrounding Mortal Kombat 1, and a few things regarding the reactions from maybe folk outside of the community. And we're going to go ahead and talk about all of the above. But first of all, let's jump into what is actually very important. The pre-order news has actually shown up. You can get the game with different editions: standard, premium, a collector's edition, which has so and so and so 2,700 dragon crystals in game currency, 1 week of early access to the game, 1 week of early access to DLC characters, combat pack, Liu Kang sculpture, exclusive steel case, and a limited edition course arts print. Exclusive limited edition in Liu Kang game in-game color variant. So these are some of the aspects that they're actually citing here, and these are available on the platforms that are listed here: Xbox Series X and S, PS5, Switch, and a PC. They're moving this game away from the PlayStation 4, which is interesting because, Street Fighter 6 is able to pull its game off. But again, Mortal Kombat usually carries a story segment with cinematics and so on and so forth. So possibly a much more demanding game in its own right. Now, the thing that you have to look at too is a lot of the interesting asterisks, the little disclaimers here. So here, where it has the double asterisk, they do have something that they've listed here that should be in the double asterisk and the asterisk, and we need to look at that. So the combat pack includes 6 new playable characters, 5 new cameo characters, and Jean-Claude Van Damme skin for Johnny Cage. So Johnny Cage is in this game. Jean-Claude Van Damme is in the game as a skin. I guess that's what we know for now. So when we go and we zoom in, you see beta available, and I'll read it out. You might not be able to see it on PS5 and Xbox on August 2023. Mortal Kombat 1 software, that's Warner Brothers and their disclaimers and their rights and all that stuff. So basically, we're going to be getting that beta in August. Game releases in September. So understand and know exactly what it is that, you want to do, how you want to move. A lot of these exclusives, it would depend on how much the games are actually charging, in my opinion. I'm probably going to just stick with one PC copy. I don't know, maybe I'll pre-order for the sake of beta access, or maybe not even bother, because beta is usually like on a weekend that I can never even play anyways. So that might just be the the direction I go. But we'll see how it goes. Game's not running anywhere. The developers would love for you to start paying for it today or tomorrow. Just being silly, folks. At the end of the day, they're still going to have to release it when they release it. And at that point, they can talk about, money and stuff. But onto the other side of the conversation, we see that some folk in the FGC, different fighting game emphases, are talking about the gore in Mortal Kombat. So this is Anime Illuminati. I know this person's YouTube channel. I was looking towards maybe wanting to buy, a fight stick for playing Street Fighter 6, and they made a really good video saying, don't just jump into buying a fight stick. Stick with what you're already used to playing a lot of your other games and kind of get very good before you eventually think, okay, you want to do a fight stick thing. So shout out to you, and if this is you, which I think it is, so shout out to you. But there are a few things that I see here after his take and the replies that make me go, I don't understand how a lot of non-Mortal Kombat fans don't necessarily get it. Because some of us still feel exactly the same way, but we understand that it is Mortal Kombat's theme and selling point, or USP, unique selling point. So he says this: I have negative interest in the series, that is Mortal Kombat, so I don't care if they change it. But I hate the forced violence / gore in Mortal Kombat. That's it. That's the tweet. Okay, we get you, bro. So what is the issue with Mortal Kombat having the forced gore and violence that it's always had? Or if you call it forced, I wouldn't call it forced. I would think that would be a theme for it. Some of you have watched manga, where if you watch a manga, is that what they call it? The animated version of a manga, because I don't want to get this wrong. I'm not really into a lot of those series, but I remember seeing this cartoon animated movie of a cartoon character that was from a manga, and it was very brutal. So people watch that stuff, and that's something that's in that genre of art. And so not sitting here justifying it, just saying that the artists, the creators, they pick the path, and it's always been there. Anybody else could come from the outside and say exactly the same thing. And then people start making jokes. MK1, all fatalities, 4K 60 FPS AG, HD, 2.5 million views, 10 million views. I hate the force. This person was trying to respond. Don't think they had a good take. Someone said this and said, it's so cringe. And I'm like, okay. Are we going to talk about the gameplay and the mechanics? Are we going to talk about, the art style, how they actually improved it? I remember a channel called ABI Tutorials. I don't know what the YouTuber's name is. And they talked a lot about how MKX's animations were inferior. They talked about other games, how their animations were so good. But then MK11 came out and they said MK11 animations were actually way better and gameplay. And they also ended their whole conversation with, but the gore and the violence. And I'm like, okay, Luke pounding the face of somebody into the ground is not violent. I play Street Fighter 6 in the demo segment anyways. I'm just coming back into Street Fighter after years. Played these two games as a little kid, so know the franchises, from my little days, like childhood days. So I guess the conversation can really sway one way or the other, but you're going to go ahead and, start seeing this. So somebody says this, definitely not Alex says, I hate all the anime games forcing obvious legal 1,000-year-old little babies into suggestive poses. I mean, didn't any BB artist go to jail as a result? Okay, here we go. Forced. It's Mortal Kombat. That's literally what the game is known for. LOL. Thing is, it's part of the series' identity and really can be removed without just losing almost the entire audience it's built. See, like if they removed rock music from Guilty Gear, boobs from Dead Alive, teams from King of Fighters, etc. That was Mortal Kombat's selling point, was the fatalities. It was never about authentic or balanced gameplay. Mortal Kombat 11 is kind of really balanced. More balanced than other Mortal Kombat games, according to even pros and a lot of people. Even though a lot of people love MKX, I'm not saying that means MK11 is better than MKX. Don't jump on me. I'm just saying from a more balanced perspective, you had a good number of balanced, gameplay anyways than people had seen for a long time. Now, when they unlocked the variations, I remember that really made some characters scale crazy. And some characters that were looked down on became, oh, you're a scrub for using this character, which was something that kind of made me put the game down a little bit because I was a Kotal Kahn main before they allowed the mixed variations, and Kotal Kahn was bottom tier. I was using Totemic. Those of you who know what that is, it's the one where you get the Air Tiger or the Air Puma and the regular Puma, and that's it. And then you get your Sunray. But that was all they had. And I was using that variation. Hardly saw anybody use it. The moment they unlock Kotal Kahn, where he can get a grab and a Puma, oh my gosh, everybody says, no, Kotal is broken. Or I think where it started was when they actually also allowed for armor break counters, where somebody was armor break counters, breakaway counters, where you could basically, if you hit somebody with a specific move, if they try to break away, you got a lot of damage. But Kotal Kahn is a very vulnerable character, so all that talk is just people that are being salty having lost to Kotal Kahn. That's basically what I think. Anyways, sorry about that spill. And somebody says, yeah, I play fighting games. They're trying to make fun of Mortal Kombat. Like traditional fighters, 9 times out of 10, like Mortal Kombat, MK is basically an established fighting game. Someone said, okay, I'm confused about the forced. They literally just enhanced what they already do. People want the game to be next gen, right? Absolutely, old Mortal Kombat was way cooler. It looked like a horror movie, but it had a silly sense of humor. It knew it was not meant to be taken that seriously. This overly gore thing is just edgelord porn. Okay, we gotcha. Look away, brother. Violence and Mortal Kombat go hand in hand. That's like saying the sky is blue. What did you expect? We can go here all day and keep seeing people, in a sense, continue to, I don't know how to put it, continue to go back and forth in their own, opinions and how they feel about this stuff. But at the end of the day, there's no need, in my opinion, to throw shade on something that you already know is a part of a franchise. I don't know, man. Mr. Anime Illuminati, I respect your work, and I respect the fact that you're, a pro in the Street Fighter genre, but I think you were probably looking for a hot take and you were looking for a crazy reaction today. Well, I'm not an overreactionary. I'm just pointing it out that it's an interesting take, but maybe you're going to get the reactions you're looking for. I guess, or maybe not. But it's all in good fun. Looking forward to Street Fighter 6, 2nd of June. And, we'll be playing that, holding me off till Mortal Kombat comes out. And I'm happy to play both of them. I'm happy to watch and learn from all the pros. That's how I've been able to kind of get back into fighting games. It's been a lot of fun lately. But anyways, it wasn't Injustice 3. And I guess that's pretty much it. We'll talk to you guys in another video. We'll talk a little bit about the story, characters, and stay tuned for more Mortal Kombat 1 coverage. Peace out.